Hey there, how's it going? So I just realized something. I have been shooting, as you probably know if you're a follower, for the longest time on the smartphone, and then recently I started trying to reuse a Canon T2i that I already had kicking around. Now, I had a problem with the Canon because basically the quality of the camera is fine, that's not the issue. The issue is I can't see the back of the screen and the screen doesn't flip around, so I've got no way of knowing if I'm in shot or if maybe my eyebrows above are missing because I've zoomed in too far or whatever. So this created a small problem. It's been an annoyance, but I've largely just sort of got by trial and error, just trying to make sure that I stay in frame as best as possible. So what happened was I tried to plug in the camera into my MacBook, and there's a utility that I installed on the Mac that basically allows you to see what the camera is seeing, which is great and everything, it works fine. The problem is all the time it's running, the fans on the MacBook suddenly go and next thing you know, the laptop sounds like it's about to take off or something. Like, it's just going with the fans, and I couldn't record properly because you could always hear this laptop in the background. So then I noticed in the bag, because this camera came as part of a kit many years ago, there was an unopened bag in the corner of the large camera bag. Yeah, two little phono leads on one end of the lead. One's a yellow and a white lead, and then there's a red power, and on the other end is like a mini USB. So I was like, what does this do? And then it suddenly occurred to me that I had something that may work with this. Now I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you what it is that I've now got set up, and it seems to work, and it means that I don't have to attach to the computer, which then solves the humming noise from the fans. So let me show you what I've got now. Okay, so here's the Canon T2i, just sitting on a standard sort of GorillaPod. It's probably a little bit too big, this camera, for that GorillaPod, because it's not the full-size DSLR pod. It's more for a point and shoot, but it works fine with this camera. So basically what I found was I had this kicking around. Now this is actually supposed to be for use in a car. You're supposed to put it on a dashboard, but I had always used it for a Raspberry Pi projects, and it was just a little simple display that runs on like 5 volts. There's a wall wart on the background over there that's powering this. But I traditionally used this. It was like about $20 or so, and it's very, very poor quality, but it did allow me to at least see if a Raspberry Pi was booting or what it was doing when I was running it headless. It suddenly occurred to me that if this cable plugs into the camera on one end, and it's got those phono leads on the other end, and they're the same color as what comes out of this, then maybe this will work. So if I just turn this, yay, now you can see me. Ooh, this is Inception, isn't it? Yeah, so here I am now with the camera, and I can see if I'm in shot or not. So it's a perfect solution to a problem that has been bugging me for a little while, and if I just switch this off. It's been bugging me, and every other solution I've had so far just hadn't worked out well. So anyway, it looks like now I've solved another one of my vlogging issues, which is how to use this camera without having it tied to a MacBook that sounds like it's about to take off, that I then have to mask with music. So yes, there we go. That's my new little vlogging setup. Again, I'm just trying to reuse things I already have. I don't want this to turn into an expensive hobby. So, given that I already had that camera and I already had this from a Raspberry Pi project that I used to do, the fact that I can use the two together has actually just saved me a lot of aggravation. So there we go, now we're back on this side of the phone. And so that's it for today. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing, and speak to you soon. Thanks, bye.